after you've received the dispensation of grace and you've, truly come into the full revelation of it, and you are now resting in God and He is your shepherd, and that is the stance that you take on life, you shouldn't be worried about carrying that, because God is now leading you. God is now responsible for you, just like a shepherd is responsible for a sheep. But when I got this new revelation, it was heavy for me because, like I said, it was so much that I couldn't wrap my mind around it. So initially I had to figure out how to wrap my mind around it. I prayed about it, for one, and I asked God to regulate my mind and my thoughts and my emotions. But as soon as I stopped making myself responsible for everything, and I casted all of that back on God, and I got back in that place where I was resting in God and allowing Him to be responsible for everything, I felt so much better and my mind was at ease. And this is because I also remember the Bible verse that says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that was important because we don't follow through with God's assignment and His command in our own strength and through our own power and capabilities. We do the things that He's called us to do through His strength and His capabilities. And so, in me taking responsibility for everything all over again, I was out of place. I was already out of place, and that's why it was too heavy. Because I've mentioned this before, I'm at a place where I'm crucified in Christ, and I no longer lives, but He lives. And so stepping into that place of me taking responsibility instead of allowing Him to live and to take responsibility for these things, it's too much, because it's not for me to carry. That load is for Him to carry. It was for me to rest. It's for me to rest and to allow Him to be made manifest through me. It's for me to allow myself to be a living sacrifice for Him, to be made manifest for Him, to allow His will to come through, in the earth realm. And so it was kind of like an attack of the enemy also, to make me worry, to make me anxious. I was crying. I was going through it.